Hey, GitLab. Wanted to welcome Monica Jacob to GitLab. She is running sales communications and reports to David Summers. And wanted to do a quick intro. You'll all get to know a lot more about her and have a lot more conversations coming up soon. But I thought we'd start by asking you, Monica, to share maybe a quick bit about yourself, where you're located, and a little bit about your recent roles and things you do outside of work.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm really happy to be here. I'm about 2 months in, which feels like it should be short, but it doesn't feel short at all in the best of ways. But yeah, I'm really happy to be here on the team. So I am based in San Antonio, Texas. I'm born and raised here. So love the area and love working from home here. I most recently have held a marketing communications role at a billing platform, and before that was at a product management software company. So I've had a marketing background. Started in PR, so kind of been in the marketing world, but the common thread has always been communications, and that's always where I've lived and the passion that I've had. So I'm excited to bring that to the team here. And then as far as what I like to do outside of work, it's hard to do my favorite things these days, but typically they are traveling. So I'm a huge traveler. Love going wherever I can and wherever I can get out of my comfort zone. And then I love movies too. So I'm a huge movie buff, and Oscars time is a very nerdy time for me. I may or may not have a party where we take bets and do all that fun stuff on the winners, but.
Awesome. We, I'm thinking of some of the movies I want to talk about at some point. We have more than 500 people now in sales and marketing at GitLab, and there's been a lot of communication coming from different directions. It's going to be great to have a single source of truth going forward, and I think a cadence that the team can count on. Can you share an expectation or two with the team and how they can think about this new role for the organization?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I've talked to a lot of folks in my first couple of weeks here, and a lot of the feedback I've gotten has boiled down to a couple of things. But one of the big one is, I think there's a lot of information rolling around. There's a lot of information at GitLab. We move very quickly, and sometimes it's hard to kind of keep a pulse on updates and things like that. So I think a big piece for me will be helping to streamline and kind of prioritize communication across the organization. And I think you'll see that roll out in a couple phases. So I think first what the field team will see is kind of more general updates in a newsletter. And so I think the team will learn more about that, but that'll be launching on April 2nd. And so it'll be kind of a general newsletter, just again aimed at streamlining those more organizational and company-wide updates. And then after that, it'll be more segment-specific communications. And so I think the point I want to make there too is feedback and input is crucial. And I really, when you talk about expectations for the role, I really see myself as sitting in the middle of sales leadership, but also the field. And I want to make sure that I'm helping pass communication and pass feedback both ways. And so I really, want the field to see me as a resource to do exactly that.
Thank you. And I think for the team out there too, it's good for everyone to know that we're still going to continue the same way we have in the past. We're handbook first. We're going to be communicating in the same way, but there's so much information now that one of the challenges is keeping up. And I'm really excited that you're going to be able to help curate some of those changes for the team, and they know what's most important, what to see, so they're not constantly having to try to figure out whether or not they missed a change in the handbook. They can rely on this curated approach to really catch the most important things. I definitely encourage everyone not to stop communicating and searching and engaging the way you have before, but we certainly don't want anybody to miss anything, and this is going to be a big step forward for us to ensure that we're all on the same page. So looking forward to get to know you better, and thrilled to have you on the team. Thanks for joining GitLab.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Happy to be here.